about how endless scrolling harms teenagers' minds. Please welcome our next TED Talk speaker, Brian Koo.
This is a goldfish. You see it everywhere, from houses to fish tanks. It takes a look around, and moves, and then moves backwards. It can't speak, it can't run, and it definitely can't use phones. Now, I have zero idea who this is. I just searched up teenage boy on Google Images and found the first one that was copyright free. But let's say this is Generation Z for 1 second. What do you think the average attention span of Generation Z is today? Probably in the 10 to 20 minute range, right? Well, the average goldfish today has an attention span of 9 seconds. The average attention span of Generation Z is 8 seconds. Well, you might say that's not really much of a difference, but when you consider that we've gone to the moon, the goldfish hang out in the fish tank, the eels fly from Peckham on Sundays, it's pretty bad. But our attention spans haven't always been this short. In fact, millennials 10 years ago were found to have an attention span of 12 seconds. But again, you might say, that's not bad, but 12 minus 8 equals 4, and that's a 25% decrease in productivity. Now we are 25% less productive, and considering that we spend hours a day scrolling on apps like TikTok to watch videos that are only seconds long, it's not a far stretch to say that's taking a toll. But how bad can these videos be? How bad can be watching South Park with a screen of someone cleaning a carpet or playing Subway Surfers on a zombie, right? Can't be that bad. Well, we can take a quick look. The average teenager in general spends 5 hours a day on social media. If you look at 17 years old, it goes up to 6 hours a day. 6 hours? That's insane. That's 1/4 of our entire day. If you really think about it, how can this not have a psychological effect on us? It's just not a coincidence that we can't focus, that we can't have our phones out for more than 15 minutes, that we're so obsessed with our fingers fidgeting up that we can get to a bottomless pit. Turns out our brains react in the same way they do to crystal meth and cocaine. The constant need for validation through an endless need contributes to a dopamine-driven cycle where you have a fear of missing out. This addiction to instant gratification leads 56% of people being afraid, that is, like you're afraid of dogs, or being afraid of your in-laws, of not being on social media. And this creates an environment that creates anxiety among teenagers. So personally, back in December, I had a bunch of finals coming up, and trying to study for an hour, I couldn't put my phone down for more than 10 minutes. I had the urge to pick it up so badly, and it was obvious that my attention span was going in. We obviously face a constant barrage of short-form content on social media, so we can seek instant gratification. Why look at a notebook for 2 hours when you can just pick up your phone and feel instantly satisfied? We become so accustomed to quick fixes, quick rewards, and the dopamine rush that comes with each micro scroll. As a result, our ability to tackle complex problems, engage in critical thinking, and maintain prolonged focus has suffered. Consider the future of education. How are we going to let 5th graders who scroll on TikToks for hours a day pay attention for 8 hours in school? Imagine what help math teachers can get. Kids will always be urged to pick up their phones like this in the middle of a lesson. The traditional classroom setting designed for longer periods of concentration now competes with the alert of digital distraction. We're in an attention crisis too. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram make billions of dollars and pour billions more into R&D so that kids can spend the maximum time they can on social platforms. It's no wonder that they're so addicted. We need to encourage the development of features that promote meaningful engagement over mindless scrolling, and support initiatives that prioritize user well-being over endless screen time. So, me personally, what I did was I actually put my phone on a black and white filter, so everything I saw from Instagram to social media to YouTube to Messenger looked like this instead of this. And what happened was I actually felt more productive, and this is what happened. Now, this is before and this is after. And you can see it kind of went up during the average, but if you look closer, my social media usage actually went down by 3 hours, and the 14-hour increase was actually from listening to music. So if you count that out, I was actually being more productive for 3 hours on average each week. And that's enough time to study for an exam, which I actually did. To close, our diminishing attention spans aren't just a quirky fact about the modern generation, but rather a new societal shift with far-reaching implications. By reclaiming your focus, you can invoke a healthier relationship with technology and ultimately lead more productive and fulfilling lives. The first step toward change is awareness, and together we can build a future where our attention spans align with demands of an ever-complex, ever-changing, and dynamic world. You can finally leave that Petco from Petco and go back to the moon. Thank you.